Good afternoon, student. In this video lecture, we are going to study about the types of communication. Types of communication. There are different types of communication that we are going to study in this lecture. Why we need to study the types? Because it helps us to understand the different situations require different types of communication. Means situation decides the types of communication for youth. So if you know the which type of communication is required in which particular situation, it may help you to get immediate success of communication, or you will be called as a good communicator. It will develop your leadership qualities and other soft skills. From teacher's point of view, I would like to explain you the types of communication with the help of different examples. Means this type of communication used in this type of situation. Again, course objective of this lecture is utilize different types of communication according to its use. Means after studying it, student will be able to use different types of communication in different situations. So let us start the lecture. First of all, we will have overview of types of communication. For that sake, we have created 4 categories. First is the on the basis of person, second is the on the basis of relationship, third is the on the basis of form, and last is on the basis of direction. So what is basis of person? Means types of communication has 4 types based on different elements. First element is person, second relationship, third form, fourth direction. So on the basis of person, related to person, we have only 3 subtypes: interpersonal, intrapersonal, extrapersonal. So person decides here. See, in every word there is a personal word. So we called it on the basis of person. Now second is on the basis of relationship. There are 2 types of relationship: formal relationship and informal relationship as far as academic or professional life is concerned. I am not talking about the relationship in family, relationship in society. I am talking about the relationship in the profession. There are 2 types of relationships in profession: informal and formal. Informal, formal. Again, third type is on the basis of form. Form means its color, its nature, its characteristics, or so many things are involved in form, which may in short say that characteristics of nature of communication. There are 2 types of communication: verbal and non-verbal. For this sake, we will have at least 3 lectures. Means this topic will be covered in 3 lectures. Forms of communication, we need to study it in very detail, because in these forms of communication there is a body language part and written communication is also. As a result, we need to have detailed study of it. And last is on the basis of direction. On the basis of direction has 3 types, subtypes: upward, downward, horizontal. So this is overall map of types of communication. In this there are 4 basic words: person, relationship, form, and direction, each having different types. On the basis of person: interpersonal, intrapersonal, and extrapersonal. On the basis of relationship: informal, formal. On the basis of form: verbal, non-verbal. On the basis of direction: upward, downward, and horizontal. Let us go ahead. First, interpersonal communication means on the basis of person. What is interpersonal communication? Means communication between 2 or more than 2 persons. What I would like to tell you that here communication occurs in between 1 and 2 persons. Face-to-face communication may be one student, another student, one teacher, another teacher, or it may be one person and more than 2 persons. For example, lecture: teacher is giving lecture in the class, students are there listening, and teacher is talking. So this is what we may say: if a person speaking with another person, this is what interpersonal communication. Inter means enter into, personal means other, enter into others' perspective, others' views. So this is what interpersonal. What we especially do with it is we exchange, means we transmit, we give thought, ideas, emotions, feelings, opinions, and more than that, so many things we do, and do it face to face. What is it? We do it face to face. Examples, some examples are: see, interview, one candidate and panel interview, so many interviewers taking the interview of a student or of a candidate. GD means what? Group discussion. There are 10 or 15 members talking about a particular topic to solve that problem. Gossiping, you are gossiping at not on WhatsApp, not on any other social media, chatting. These are the some of the examples: chatting, grapevine communication. These are the formal situations. So what I would like to tell you that interpersonal communication means between the person to person communication. One person talks with another person, or one person talks with more than 2 person or 3 person. That is what interpersonal communication. Here we exchange thought, ideas, and here examples are interview and GD, and chatting, gossiping. Next. Now, types of interpersonal communication. There are 4 basic types of interpersonal communication. First, interpersonal means what? See, we have discussed in first one that simplest form. It is very simplest form when one individual talks with another individual. Lecture, conference, seminar, paper presentation. This is the example of interpersonal, means one person talking with one person or more than one person. Now this second one is group communication. More often people are seen exchanging views with almost all the participants enjoying equal status on the count of others. See, group discussion means group communication. Meeting is also example of group communication. Debate is also example of group communication. Group discussion is also example of group communication. Seminar, workshops are also, or conferences are also the examples of group communication. If a neta, or I may say politician, is giving lecture or giving speech to large amount of audience, it also come into the group communication, but audience matters a lot. We may call it mass communication also. Group communication means in group there is a limited number of students or people. So that's why it may be 10, it may be 15, it may be 20, not more than that. So politician's speech will not be group communication. Okay, if he is organizing the meeting and talking in the meeting of karyakartas, we may say, his supporters, at that time we may call it a group communication. Next, see, horizontal communication. Types of interpersonal horizontal communication, organizational communication, organizational communication. This communication takes place in between organization. For example, if we take the college example, in the college hierarchy, the management, second principal, then there are various department, HODs, deans, all these things are there. So, if all these people are conducting one meeting in the college regarding the college activity, it becomes organizational communication. Even you can say that if in a company there is a meeting going on, that meeting is also organizational communication. So what organizational communication means what? See, meetings or group discussions, debates organized in the company to solve the problems or to have the overview of earning or loss, all these are in the organizational communication. Next type is mass communication. We have just talked about it, mass communication. Mass means large amount of audience communication, and communication means to talk with others, exchange ideas, thought, emotions, feelings with others. So Neta's speech or any politician's speech is the example of mass communication. Here there is no discrimination between the age group, there is no discrimination between the culture, there is no discrimination between the caste, because mass is mass, means mass audience means everybody is there, everyone is there in that category. So mass communication is also important, because you are working in a company, at that time you will need to use organizational communication. But when you want to communicate with audience, or I may say with the customers, at that time customers become what? Mass audience. That is what. Mass audience involve use of technology, because television, Advertisement on television is an example of use of technology for mass communication. Again see, mass communication has more effective way of convincing people to do what the speaker wants to do or wants to be created or worked out by the people or his audience. So mass communication will help you to enhance your leadership skills. And if you are a leader, definitely you are going to rule the world or rule the world with the help of good communication skill. Now, what we have seen, see, interpersonal communication means communication between one person and another person or more than another 2 or 3 people. We have seen that in this communication we express, exchange thought, ideas, emotions, feeling. GD, group discussion, chatting are the example of interpersonal communication. Types: first, interpersonal, one-to-one or one-to-many communication. Group discussion or group communication. These are the subtypes of interpersonal communication. Organization communication and mass communication. Now next, intrapersonal communication. Intra means enter into, personal means swatacha, into self, our own. So interpersonal communication means intrapersonal communication means enter into view of your own view, in your own ideas, thoughts. This type of communication is that in which person talks himself or herself with his mind, or we may call it mind communication. Here the body or your body talks with you when you are having some problem with your body. This also the intrapersonal communication. Again, you can have soliloquy, means talking to your own self in at an alone place. Again, sometimes you are talking with your own self loudly maybe or silently maybe. Examples are mind talk, mirror talk. These are the examples of intrapersonal communication. So intrapersonal communication means talking with your own mind. So many times we do so. If you have any problem and at that time you talk with your own soul or with your own thinking, you are thinking and murmuring something. At that time also the use of intrapersonal communication. Interpersonal, one to another, intra to self, and next is extrapersonal communication. Extra means external entities. In extrapersonal communication, what we need to think or remember that inhuman entities. Not if you are talking with a man, it is not extrapersonal. Extra means beyond humanity. So, if you are talking with your pet dog, domestic animal, that becomes the intrapersonal communication. If you are talking with a tree, that becomes the intrapersonal communication. If you are talking with someone who is not living being, at that time living being may be, but not human being. Dog is living being, tree is a living being. I have heard about one example of Gautam Buddha. He was sitting under one tree and always meditating there and talking with that tree. They had very good relationship with each other for last 12 years. So what happens? One day Gautam Buddha said to that tree that from tomorrow onwards we will not meet because I am going to leave this place because 12 years are over. My prayer is over. So from tomorrow we will not meet. We will not communicate at all. So while departing at the evening, Buddha had a very passionate, loving hug with that tree and talked a lot about the tree and their relationship. And next day, when Gautam Buddha came to see that or give final farewell to that tree, he observed that complete tree was dead. Means all the leaves were dead. Complete tree was as if having no life. It was dead. So such a effective communication can be there with the help of extrapersonal communication. It is possible. So interpersonal, intrapersonal, extrapersonal. Interpersonal means one to one, intra means own self talk, and extra means talking with non-human being or inhuman entities. Now next, on the basis of form, there are two types of communication: formal communication and informal communication. First, informal means without rules or regulation. And unofficial communication, or you are talking with your teacher, means if you are a teacher talking with teacher in a canteen about anything, that becomes informal communication. But if you are teacher and talking with somebody in the meeting of teachers, that becomes formal communication. Meeting or notice, tea talk, lunch talk. What is informal and formal? Informal means without rules or regulations, and formal means what? With the rules and with the rules and regulation. Informal, there is no rule or regulation. Formal, there is a rule or regulation. So, suppose if you are talking with a teacher, you have to use rules and regulation of communication with him, so that becomes informal communication. And if you are talking with a teacher outside the college, something about the nature, something about the new movie, at that time it becomes informal communication. See, the basic thread of difference is formality. If you are following all the formalities of communication while talking with a person, formal communication. If you are not following all the formalities of communication with talking with a person, informal communication. So when you enter into class, you say, "May I come in, sir?" It means formal communication. But if you enter into the home of a teacher, you don't say there, "May I come in, sir?" You immediately means you go inside without doing so. So this is the formal and informal communication. Next, on the basis of direction, there are three types of communication: upward communication, downward communication, and horizontal communication. Upward means higher authority. There is authority always in the company or institute, organization. There is authority, means higher authority person and lower authority person. Take a simple example of company. In the company, general manager is there. Below that manager is there head of department or head of particular department, supervisor and workers. Worker is lower authority person and manager is a higher authority person. So in upward communication, if worker says something about himself or herself or his or her problem, he will first of all talk with the supervisor. Supervisor will communicate with the departmental head. Departmental head will explain or inform it to manager. Manager will contact with the director. And in this way that problem will be solved. This is the example of upward communication in direction. Means direction is from here to downward authority to higher authority. This is the example of upward communication. For example, request, suggestion, complaint, these are the example of upward communication. Now next, downward. Same case is there. Authority, after listening the complaint, authority, higher authority gives a particular message or particular action he takes, and that action conveys to general manager. General manager conveys to manager. Manager to head, supervisor and worker. Worker's problem or whatever that may be the cause of or reason of or objective of that communication will be fulfilled. See, this is what upward and downward communication. Lower authority person speaks with higher authority person, upward communication. Higher authority person speaks with lower authority person, downward communication. This is what upward and downward communication. Now horizontal communication means what? Simple. If students are talking with student in the class, horizontal communication. Teachers are talking with the teacher in the meeting, horizontal communication. Workers are talking with the workers, horizontal communication. Manager with manager, student with student. So it's very easy to understand the horizontal communication. There is no problem. Horizontal means you need to see that the people who are talking having the same authority in the company or organization in a system, and if they are talking with each other formally, that is the example of horizontal communication. Okay, today we have learned about types of communication. In the types of communication, we have a particular chart that we will discuss again to understand it. Types of communication are 4 types: on the basis of person, on the basis of relationship, on the basis of form, and on the basis of direction. On the basis of person, interpersonal, intrapersonal, extrapersonal. Interpersonal means one person to another person. Intra means talking with self. Extra means talking with any other person. Not at all with person, not with inhuman entities, trees, animals, like that. In relation, on the basis of relationship, formal, informal. Formally means with formalities. Informal means without formality communication. Forms of communication we will study in detail. and on the basis of direction, upward, downward and horizontal communication. Okay, thank you.